Good evening, everyone. Let's head over and let's go help too. All right. Here we are in Let's Go Help Too. And I see that your hand is up, Levon. Just keep that up. I wanted to go over some things with you guys really quickly because the reason that I was a little bit late to class today is because my whole morning got overtaken by being treated really poorly from a medical institution where my daughter had recently had a visit, and they didn't do what they were supposed to. They didn't have the pieces that we had gotten prepared on our end that they were supposed to have, and they still weren't communicating, and just all these kinds of things. And so one of the things that Matthew talks to us about is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. And I went in and I looked, and they don't handle medical, right? So they're not handling that. It was just the quickest, easiest one that I remembered Matthew talking about. So I went and I said, where do I file a complaint about bad service and practices from a medical institution? And so it talks about the state medical board, the joint commission, but the joint commission is a little bit more about like accreditation and HIPAA and things like that. And then you also have the Department of Health. And I went in and I don't remember what my exact search parameters were the second time, but it actually said that the state or the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office for Civil Rights is probably a good place for me to go. So I've already left a Google review, and I encourage any of you who don't like getting treated poorly and who like recognizing good service that you get started on something like Google review, because you see this fancy little star on my picture. That means that I'm a Google level 6 guide. Okay. And so when I leave a review, unless a higher level Google guide puts a review on their site, mine is going to stay pinned to the top. And my reviews generally see about 10,000 views in the first 30 days after leaving them. So I have a lot of ability to get the word out when I get bad or good customer service, etc. And so I've already left my review. I gave them 2 stars, and I talked about the entire situation, that they weren't communicating, that they didn't provide the services that they were supposed to, yet I'm going to be getting a bill for those services, and they wouldn't allow me to talk to a manager or to a patient advocate, any of these things, and it still wasn't even happening what needed to happen that we were already going to get charged for in this first visit, right? So I just want you guys to know that you have the ability to be heard when something is going poorly. Now, you see a lot of reviews and they're just like, oh my God, I just da da da, I did da da da. No, don't do that. Give clear, concise descriptions of what you experience. Hello, everybody. Let's give that another try. All right, jumping back into Let's Go Help Too. And get everything back to the way that it was there. Okay, I apologize. So I'll put that piece up because I would like for others to hear that. And then as this is Country Living and Business, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about what I have going on right now. So it's cold where I'm at, not as cold as it should be, but it's only about probably 40 to 42 degrees right now. I'm guessing. In fact, it's only 36. And so there's no growing going on outside. And I'm doing sprouts and microgreens as well as salad in a bowl. My space is limited, so I have 6 little pots where I'll be growing salad greens over the cold part of the winter so that I can still get out there and touch nature. And please, Miss Levon, you've been waiting so patiently. How can we help you today? Let me just make sure she's still here with us. There you are. All right. How can we help
Um,
you,
my
lady?
question was, my question was, I know it'll be a little off the subject, but I want to know, yesterday I dealt with fraudulent on my account, and I just want to make sure that I can give my new number, to
I'm not sure.
Lesko
Somebody was committing fraud against your Let's Go Help account.
against my bank.
Oh no. Okay, so
Yeah.
for billing concerns, when you need to let us know about changes with your billing, and let's just jump into our live meetup, webinars and Q&A session space so that I can leave this information there for you, Levon. When
Okay.
you're having problems like that, you can always start by seeing if you can manage it without having to wait for a response
Hmm.
from our customer service email. You
Hmm.
can go and look at your account yourself through Recurly. That is the place that manages the subscription payment and of Matthew's business. Okay.
Okay.
And so let's jump in
Yeah.
here and get a little overview for you about managing your account. And so there's a little video here and everything about how to get that all set up so that you can see if you can just change it yourself when you have the time. Okay.
Okay.
I can't handle that. I don't handle the
Right.
payments at all. Mary Pacey is who handles our payments and the email, the Let's Go Help at gmail.com, our customer email support
Hmm.
email, right?
Hmm.
And so I can't get into that backend. I don't have access to that information. So I can't be the one that can help you. If you have any trouble with managing your account, you can always reach out to that customer service email. But that's why I'm saying if you can get in there when you have a minute and you can just change it, then you don't have to wait for a response from customer service, right? But if that ever doesn't work, if you ever need customer service for any reason,
Hmm.
you can always reach out to that email address. And that is lescohelp@gmail.com. Okay.
Okay. Could you send that to me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I'm
thank
setting
you.
it up for you right now. All right, and so that's out of the Lesko meta report. And so then I'm also just going to throw that meta report on so you know right where I got that information about customer service from.
Hmm.
All right. And so either way, right, if you just want to reach out to customer service, you're welcome to do that. But if you want to try just managing it yourself, hopefully you should be able to change that. I don't have a paid subscription as a staff member, right? I don't have to pay to be a part of the community. So I don't have a subscription. So I tried to walk you guys through it when we first started with Recurly, and there were some issues. But I think Recurly's got a lot of those corrected. I just don't even have the experience to walk you through the process any longer. I would have to start yet another subscription. I've already paid for 3 different subscriptions at different points so that I could walk you guys through things. But if they've got this video now, and so that's really going to be better. And they're just going to walk you through the whole process of setting up your account with Recurly so that you can manage your own subscription, and then you also have that email address. Okay.
I
You
just
seem
want to make sure that
right. Yeah, and I just can't make sure for you. There's no way
right.
for you to check that, unfortunately, or I would certainly be happy to.
Yeah, I just thought maybe they would have had a number or something, that's all.
No, we don't have a customer service number. The most that anybody pays to utilize the Let's Go Help Communities services is $20 a month, right? $19.95. And so
Yes.
that doesn't pay for a dedicated customer service line for 15 to 25,000 individuals.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm sorry about that, but that's just why Matthew does keep costs as low as he can. He really wants anybody in America to be able to afford this subscription so that they can get this help, right?
Yes. I pay a little higher than that, but it's okay.
Well, if you're paying the 6 month subscription or the yearly subscription breaks down to $8.30 a month that you
Right.
pay for our services. So yes, you pay a larger dollar upfront amount, but you're actually only paying Matthew about $8.30 a month to have access
Mhm.
to all of our services. when you pay with the annual subscription. All of our live classes, as many questions as you want to ask, live meetups with Matthew, all of that from $8.30 to $19.95 a month. So I think it's about the best bang for your buck. They don't have penny candy anymore. So, but I do apologize for any inconvenience, Levon. And I completely understand. That's what I was dealing with my daughter's hospital specialist visit earlier today, right? It's very frustrating when you can't talk to someone when you have the time. And so that's why I want to give you the option to be able to manage it when you have the time, or for that additional service, if you need it, to reach out to our customer service.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for your understanding, my dear. I really do appreciate that. And I'm just going to throw on here, just in case, how to bookmark or save this or any other post. I'm pretty sure you're sick of seeing it, but that way it's there if it's needed.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Is there anything else that we can help you with at the moment, my lady?
That'll be all for now.
Thank you, Levon. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So Levon got us off and running. Silly computer issues kind of tried to stop that there, but we're good to go now. Aurora, you were asking if this is a forum for you to ask questions. Did you have a question for us?
I do, but it's a lot of them. First question is, where do I find the sign up for the giveaways?
Not a problem at all. I'm going to walk you through it, and then I'm going to leave a link for you in a post here. All right.
Okay.
And so that's Aurora Sosa. Would you pronounce your last name for me?
Sosa.
Ruida?
Sosa.
Is that?
Sosa.
Okay. And that's what you have in here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, yep. I see you right there. All right. So now this is your post. I'm going to jump over here to another tab, and our Lesko giveaway is now in the Lesko Direct Help, the second collection here in your Lesko Help 2 community. And as you see, it's got both the applications and winners in one space for you now. All right. And so you're going to land on the application tab, apply here. And then when you're ready to check on the winners, you just jump over here to the giveaway winners tab. All right.
Wonderful. And I came in on the $7 trial thing. Or I think it was $7. It was really
we had $1, $3, and $7 trials.
Okay.
So yeah,
so I think it maybe one of those.
Uh-huh.
And I just appreciate that he did this, because I've been looking at this for a while, and I'm sorry, $19 is a big consideration for me.
Oh, I'm not going to argue that. There's times when that can make or break your bank account, right?
Right. So when he gave it at the lower price to dip your feet and see if it was something that I should do further, it sold me. So thank you. Just tell him I appreciate it.
That's wonderful. I will definitely try to let him know. He's a hard guy to communicate with, but I will try, I promise.
And that's real. I think that's my first question, because I'm still dipping my feet in anything. Now I know I could do these and I could speak, and this is wonderful. This is this right now that we're doing, talking to each other in live form versus is
so nice.
It's priceless. Thank you.
I agree. You're very welcome. We've been doing it now for about 4 years, and I really feel like the majority of members who are kind of out there lost and struggling a little bit, if they come into one of these classes, even if they don't ask questions, if they just listen to other people's questions and see the answers, it's where that light bulb moment happens, where you really begin to see the world of grants, what it looks like, how to approach it, and just the almost limitless possibilities that are out there if you learn how to look for what's out there, right? All right. Nothing else that we can answer for you? No resources that we could provide for you, Aurora?
And actually, I was a little nervous, and I had muted myself, and I thought of something. Okay. So I just left my job, and I'm looking to start my own business. I have the IEN number, I have an address, I have a phone number. I'm really afraid, and
okay, I have some things for you, right off the bat. There's a ton of material that I can give to help you start finding your solid footing that you're looking for there. Okay.
Thank you.
So first, you're going to have that direct link to the giveaway application and winners. And then in your comments on that post, the first thing that I'm going to actually recommend so that you could get some quick income coming in if you need it is going to be in our Action Workspaces collection. I'm going to drop that menu down, and I'm going to jump into the Start a Business space, which is just exactly what you're looking for overall as a journey, right? But we're going to scroll all the way down this is great. I'm going to talk to you about this first lesson here in just a second, but we're going to scroll all the way down and we're going to go to the very last lesson in this course, and it's the gig economy learning resources. There are so many ways that on your time from your home or with your car or whatever you choose, you can make some quick, good income to supplement yourself while you're starting that business.
Wonderful.
And it's really amazing. There are a lot of options out there. And these are the places that are real. These aren't the little signs you see. Oh, you want a job making $75,000? Just call this number. No, these are real places that people really are already getting paid from doing these jobs. Much, much beyond just Uber and Lyft and DoorDash. Okay.
And people have tried them and have come back with good reports?
We vetted all of them before we put them in here. We've not gotten a lot of feedback about the gig economy. Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. Let me try this. Right click and select add tab. Add tab split view. What is that going to do for us? Look at that, guys. That's cool. Okay.
I'm going to mute myself now. Thank you.
Well, I have some other resources for you, though, actually,
right.
Aurora.
I will continue
so give us
to
just
listen.
a moment, okay? And you can just keep your mic open in case you do have a question or you want to say something. Don't worry about it. We're all friends here, and it's a really good place to start testing those waters where you're going to be reaching out to call people that you don't know any better than you know anyone until you start coming to the classes and working with us. We really do get to know you quite well. Okay, so this.
Hello, everyone.
This is the gig economy lesson, and I think you were in Matthew's meetup this week, weren't you?
I tried to be, but I don't think I was there a long time.
No, maybe not for a long time, but didn't he answer a question for you right at the end, or maybe we tried and it didn't work out?
I think so. I thought it was really cool.
Okay, good. I thought so. Okay, so, oops, and that's not what we want. Why did it not give me what I want here? This is what I want. Okay, and let's do this. And get the right preview link up there for you. This is the gig economy lesson again. Okay. And so then what I'm going to leave after that is an overview of that whole business space so that you know how to make the most use out of it. Okay. Clear all that junk and get this. Now, let's jump back over into this unit here where we got the gig economy lesson. We're going to go all the way back up to that first lesson, okay? How to get started with a free business mentor. When you tell me that you're just like, I've done all these things, but now I'm kind of nervous. I don't know what to do, you know, getting a free business mentor is one of the best things that I ever did in regards to having my businesses. I've run some daycares without any kind of business mentorship, and I'm sure it would have been better with it, but it was one thing to try to do that. But now that I'm going into these way bigger business ventures, I would never have gotten to where I am today if I had not gotten these free business mentors that Matthew recommends, okay? So you have these little pieces to read through and a quick video. These are usually about 5 minutes or so. Watch those when you have a moment, but we're going to jump into this first action item here. Visit americassbdc.org, score.org, and or sba.gov/local-assistance. Now, sba.gov/local-assistance, it's an okay site, but it's going to take you either to the SBDC, to SCORE, or to some other places that we have listed in their niche here within the business unit, such as farming mentors, female business mentors, minority business mentors, disabled business mentors, and veteran business mentors. And they don't always even list that per individual location. So I don't find sba.gov/local-assistance to be as effective as what we present you here because we give that explanation, and every one of those pieces is here for you in their niche spot. So I really would recommend either going with americassbdc.org, who likes to meet with you about every 2 weeks, or score.org, who does also handle nonprofits. That's something to say very positively about score.org. There are not many places like that that help and mentor nonprofits in the same way. But they only meet with you about every 6 weeks. So would you like to meet with someone a little more often, or do you like that kind of spread out approach where you have some time in between visits?
I'm more a little spread out kind of person, but I think I've tried Score before.
Mm-hmm. And you weren't
Maybe,
very.
yeah, I wasn't too thrilled, but maybe it
Okay.
was the person.
I absolutely agree with Matthew Lesko on this as well. If you don't like one free business counselor, one free HUD approved counselor, whatever, a farmer, ranch coordinator, whatever the case may be, look for a secondary mentor to try again. Absolutely. He says, try them all, right? They're free. So as many as you have time for and interest in. And so would you like to try score.org again, or would you like to try the SBDC and just not meet quite as frequently? That will absolutely be a choice.
I would try that one.
America's SBDC?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's America's SBDC, the Small Business Development Center, and it is a .org. Just make note of that pluralization of the S's, right? There's two S's right there. America's SBDC.org. Sam, Boy,
Got
David,
it.
Charlie. And then all you have to do is you come in and you enter your zip code. So if you don't mind sharing your zip code with us, Aurora.
Well, I have a mailing and I have a home, so I'll give you my home.
Where your business is going to be.
I think it's out of 91010.
9, 10, 10. That's kind of fun to be able to say it like that.
I memorized it because it's so easy. I have a difficulty with numbers.
Okay. I'm the opposite. I can remember numbers from like my childhood. I suck at math, but I can remember the numbers.
And I'm great at math, but I can't remember numbers.
How funny is that? Oh my gosh, I love that. All right. So I can't share the list with you as a website link. I just have to copy that list. Okay.
But I got it.
This is America's. In fact, let me go and grab the overall website first. America's SBDC.org, and we'll place that there. And then in the thread that is under that particular comment, I'm going to place the list. Okay, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Rid of that link preview. I meant to leave the list. All right. And it does have that website there, so it should be generating the website for your closest SBDC. And so
that's amazing.
Isn't it nice? Now we'll click this. That is their website. And what you're looking for is free mentoring, counseling, something along those lines. They can all look a little different. Okay. So I'm going to X out of that. That was something that I would recommend for you where you get their email updates, right? That's what they were just asking. That would be a great thing when you first come on the site. It'll give you that option. If you're interested, just give them your email. Let's just see what Get Help for Your Small Business does when we click that. Register as a client and take advantage of our no-cost business resources. Get started. Then you're going to go through their questionnaire and request for no cost your digital signature that you're ready to get started. Interesting. Okay, so I've never seen it quite like this, but this is probably how you're going to want to go about getting that one-on-one, yes, private. This is one-on-one support, right? But that's going to be private. And so you can share a lot more pertinent and sensitive details about your business. Okay.
Right.
Now let me just check. I'm going to grab this because this is where you'll need to go no matter what eventually. But then I want to just see if in the menu I can find counseling specifically. And it doesn't look like it. So, oh, but look how nice. They don't all have this super nice setup. There are so many Let's Go Help 2 members that would love it if this was on their SBDC website. Okay, so you can come in and the things that you specifically need assistance with are right here to click to get resources and assistance with that area of your business. All right, so I will grab this as well. And then we'll come back in and we're going to throw that onto that same comment thread so that it's all in line with the SBDC information. Okay, and so now this is the new client. So this is register account for free services. All right. And then you have those resources. And those resources, those are really, really nicely designed. So hopefully they follow through with how nice it looks on the website. And I would guess they probably do. Okay. Now, one last thing. We're going to jump into this. Oh, and I totally messed up my weird view, but we're going to do something different. So that's okay. I'm going to click down here at the very bottom of your contents menu. You have 3 of the AI bots that Matthew has built for the Lesko Help 2 community to get spreadsheets of call sheets for your area. He has a few others. There's business, debt, home buyers, cars, home repairs, health, nonprofit, pay your bills, and taxes. All right. If you're needing something like that, you can ask. We're trying to get them embedded in the community so that you don't even have to go to an outside website to make use of these. Okay. But we're going to make use of the Lesko Loves AI business because we don't have any other hands up, I don't think. Nope. Okay. I'm going to X out of that because I'm not worried about that right now. And I'm going to come down here. I'm going to clear the last report that I ran. And I'm going to put in, it's Pasadena. That's where you live. Is that right?
It's the area generally. Yes.
Okay. And then California, and then run report. That's going to take about maybe 3 minutes to run this report. And then you're going to have this nice spreadsheet that's going to have a list of phone numbers and or websites or contact information with a recommended approach in the suggested call tactics. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but all of these different pieces that are going to be right there for your area for working with your business.
That's amazing.
And you guys can all do these yourselves. Those 3 are already in the community, and you can request the others, right? You can request the cars, home repair, health. Oh, I can't remember what that one is. Nonprofit, pay your bills, and taxes. And you can request those, okay? We're getting them embedded in the community, but right now you have access to business, debt, and home buyers, which are 3 of our largest topics. Business and debt are probably definitely the first 2, and then home buyers kind of is right up there with like home repair and medical follows closely behind, right? And so we're still running that.
I like how it gives you that green bar at the bottom.
I do too. And they're so cute, the little sayings. Gathering your matches, like catching stars. How cute, right?
Yeah.
Not like matches like to light a fire, but matches for your query, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And so it's started. It's not done, but we can look at the details. So this is the Small Business Development Center that you're already working on getting in touch with. And they have a maximum amount, 10,000 for grants, varies for loans. Don't ask for a grant. I would wait and at least go to 1 or 2, maybe even 3 visits with your SBDC mentor before you start talking about the funding that you need for your business, okay? And don't say the word grant ever unless you know a very specific program that is in the title. The word grant is being used. We just take that word right out of our mouth, okay? And then you have the Pasadena Chamber of Commerce, the Workforce Development Board, and they have different programs for the Chamber of Commerce. The maximum amount is not available. The Axion Opportunity Fund, $100,000 max for loans, free business coaching up to $2,000. Okay, and you have all of these different services, free workshops and mentorship. Loans up to 2 million varies. Coaching and resources are free. All right. And so what we're going to do now, because it's completed, it's run the report.
I have a question.
Absolutely.
You said don't ask for grants. What are the words I should use?
Well, the easiest words are help or assistance. If you don't have a difficulty with those words, those are, this is what I'm doing with my business, and any help that you could provide would be so appreciated, right? That's so easy, right? If you don't like the words help or assistance, you say, well, these are the things I'm working towards. These are the goals I have. These are the challenges I'm trying to overcome. Is there anything out there that works with something that I'm trying to do?
Beautiful. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. So once it stops saying generate report right here, that means it's completed, and you can either download the PDF or download the Excel. I prefer the Excel version because then I can manipulate it really easily. The downloadable PDF is going to pull up in Adobe Reader. So if you like that, that is another option you have. Let's go ahead and click download Excel, and it says that it was a success. We're going to pull that up. And I'm going to grab all of the information because, as you see, this is a protected view. This is Microsoft Excel. And be careful, files from the internet can contain viruses. Unless you need to edit, it's safer to stay in protected view. Then you can enable editing. Well, if I take it and I copy it out of Excel and I post it into Google Sheets or paste it into Google Sheets, then Google Sheets offers me those protections and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, and so now I've copied the whole thing because this is all in this column, the custom outreach message. So even though it's not highlighted, it's going to copy that. And I just hit Control-C or right-click copy, minimize that down, pull up my Google spreadsheets. I believe this has already been organized, but let's just make sure it's filed properly, and it is. So we're going to grab up a brand new spreadsheet for you. All right, and then gonna ask me words that I don't need here, and I paste that in, and then I need to do a little bit of manipulation so that it's actually usable. So while everything's still highlighted, I'm going to hit my format option up here at the top, go down to wrapping, and click wrap. And then I'm going to jump over here to the far side where you see the longest script is, and I'm going to widen that to 3 columns. All right, so that you have a much more readable format already. And then again, while it's all still highlighted, I grab my borders, I click the line thickness. I want my thickest line, and I'm going to do outer borders all the way around the entirety of the spreadsheet. Then I'm going to get out of that full highlight, and I'm going to highlight just the top row, the top line with the titles in it. Okay. And I'm going to click my borders again. And this time I'm going to click all borders, and it's going to really highlight that title line. Now I'm going to come down to the second cell in column A. So I'm in row 2, column A, and I'm going to highlight the entire body of the spreadsheet, but not the title line. And then if my spreadsheet will disappear, or if my toolbar will disappear, I'll move the spreadsheet over. So you see that just the body is highlighted. I'm going to grab my borders one more time. I'm going to change my line thickness to the thinnest line, and I'm going to hit inner borders. And it does this differentiation of the different cells, or so that you can actually really read it, right? Now, I'm going to, oh, I apologize. Go ahead.
No, just sometimes I like to highlight the line or put a gray in a line, every other line, so I could see and not get mixed up between the different
Absolutely.
lines.
So when I send this to you, okay, once you have access to this spreadsheet, which is what we're going to work on after I get it named for you, and this is Aurora Sosa's spreadsheet, and it is about business. Okay, and I'm going to title the tab down here as Biz, because if I work with you again, Aurora, about a different topic, then I'll add another tab to your spreadsheet down here at the bottom. All right.
You will be seeing me. Hello, everybody. I hope this is value to everyone listening, watching.
Oh, it is, because they got to hear about all the different bots math you had, all that great stuff, right? Okay, so now we're going to take your spreadsheet. We've gotten it all titled and completed. Now we just need to share it with you in a form you can view. Okay. And then I'm going to add that here into your comments, but in a separate thread so that it's not with the SBDC information. And that is going to be your spreadsheet. I have a nice little caption for you. And it's your research report, right? It's just for you. There may not be a single other person interested in starting a business in Pasadena, California in the community. This is just for you, Aurora, right? Okay, and so you have all of these different resources. And then if you want to modify this spreadsheet, because you are only in viewer, because I need it to stay this way so that if I continue to add on, I can continue to adapt it. But if you want to make modifications, you absolutely can. All you do is go to File, and then you come down here to Make a Copy, right? It's the fourth option on mine. Just look for that, Make a Copy, something like that. It can be displayed a little differently on different devices. Click that, Make a Copy, and then you don't necessarily need to keep the copy. You can say my copy or whatever you want, and then you would just hit Make a Copy. And at that point, then you could do those editing, like you're talking about, delineating each of those different lines that you like to do so that it's really nice for you to read. Okay?
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And so then the last things that I like to throw on here are the how to bookmark or save this or any other post that you know you want to get back to. There's a lot of activity, and if you don't bookmark it, chances are good you may never find that post again. So this helps you to keep track of those posts that you know you need to return to time and again. All right?
Right.
Very good. Thank you so much, Aurora. Now, those important questions. Do you feel comfortable getting into Lesko Help 2 onto your computer or phone, wherever you access our community?
I do, and I've been searching. It's just certain things like this, and the first thing, and my first question was, how do I apply for the Lesko giveaways? And those were my two most challenging things.
Wonderful. All right. So then, in order to make sure that you can access this, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean by your notification bell?
It's off the top near my face.
That's the one. And that's where you'll see something. It'll either say Sabrina Giesler, Aurora Sosa, and then start to trail off, or it'll say your host Sabrina has tagged or mentioned you in a post, something like that. You just click that, and that's going to pull that full post up for you. Okay?
And it comes through my email, which is how I got here today.
And that was probably the message that I sent out before class.
Okay, perfect.
Absolutely. And so then if you'd like, I can throw on the information about our quick start launchpad and our calendar, if that would be helpful for you.
I think I already went through all the welcome videos.
Very good. That's the
and I think I saw the calendar.
Be aware that's getting updated, and it'll be worth going through again as soon as Miss Julia has that completed. And let me show you what I mean by that. If we go up to our Start Here collection and we jump into the Quick Start Launchpad, these are the videos that you've already gone through, right? These blue and yellow, appropriate enough San Diego Chargers kind of colors, although Pasadena is a little high for that. But this is getting set up down here. This is a brand new Quick Start Launchpad that covers a lot of the new stuff that we're doing that we weren't doing yet when Julia May, our Mighty Networks and organizational expert, put together this Quick Start Launchpad. So keep an eye out. We'll probably make a pretty big deal about it. And once that gets out, I recommend you watch it again. But yes, and then right above that is our calendar, right, with all of the different events that we have here in the Lesko community.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. So thank you so much, Aurora. And let's see if we have any other questions. Yes, please.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aurora.
I'm Alexander Leonardo. I received notification.
Ooh, I'm so sorry, Alexander. It's really choppy. I can't quite hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Can you get to a better reception place? Can you walk around where you are and see if you can get to a better reception? Try again. Let's see if we can hear you. Oh no, did we lose you entirely, Alexander? Are you there? Oh darn. If you can hear me, Alexander, you can always ask a question, and Lesko Help 2. I can't tag you because all I have is your first name of Alexander. I won't be able to find your account, unfortunately. But if you can hear me, and if my toolbar will function and get out of my way, you can come into, and let me go over to a clean tab here. You come into Lesko Help 2, okay? And then you can leave a question for me in the Ask a Question collection. Drop that menu down in the questions channel. You can ask any question you need to anytime, folks. And if you create a post here in the questions channel, not commenting on someone else's post, right? That's not what we're trying to do. We don't want to comment on someone else's. But if you make your own post, that is how you get the quickest answers here in Lesko Help 2, is to create a post in that questions channel. Okay. I'm so sorry. Alexander, are you able to talk? Oh, darn, folks. I do hate it when that happens. Oh, and you've muted, Alexander. If you want to try unmuting to see if we can hear you. Oh,
I don't have too much signal here. It's probably for that reason. You guys can hear me.
No, I can
I'm gonna
hear
move
you.
forward a little bit. Okay.
I can hear you where you are. I can hear you.
I
Oh.
talked with some friend. I had some work meeting.
This is where Las Vegas isn't at the main. You're up at a separate crowd location.
I say I'm new and I guess I have to follow you guys. That I saw you send me the give it away grant. I don't know how.
But what is your last name, Alexander, so that I can tag you?
Leonardo.
Alexander
Leonardo.
I love that.
Yeah.
Drop-off updated.
Let me see if I can find you here. And there you are, Alexander. Wonderful. Okay, so you want to know about the Lesko giveaway, how to access that?
You change your flight?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Grab that for you.
I know there are folks
Okay.
that tried to. There was just no flights.
I waited till I looked last night.
And so this is going to be the Lesko giveaway, application, and winner. All right. That was your first question. We've got that one covered. Now, what else can we answer for you, Alexander? Oh, and it sounds like his work meeting kind of took over. Look for that in your notification bell.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah,
When I stop, I can check it out. It's just for
Okay,
today.
ask any. I can't really hear you with that background noise. But anything else you need to ask Alexander, just ask it on that post, and as soon as possible, I will get an answer for you right there. Okay.
Yeah, that would be great.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Such a confluence of things going on there makes it a little bit hard. But yes, definitely reach out to me on that post, Alexander, and I can answer any questions that you have. Okay. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into our calendar. And so our next class is going to be tomorrow. Tony Woodworth is going to do a makeup class for his debt call. He wasn't able to do that this Wednesday, so he's going to do that tomorrow, Friday, the 5th at 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 2 o'clock p.m. Mountain, 3 o'clock p.m. Central, and 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And I will be back with you all as well tomorrow. Action plan for your nonprofit. And that will be Megan Pater and myself, where we're learning from Miss Megan. I'm a student just like you guys. She's teaching us about that world of nonprofits. Okay. And so that will be tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Pacific, 3:30 p.m. Mountain, 4:30 p.m. Central, and 5:30 p.m. Eastern. All right. Please feel free to unmute everyone and say good night.
All right, thank you.
Good night. Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Good night.
Have a good evening. See you tomorrow.
Good night.